separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Beavers will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks offense will get the ball first. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon. Let's go.
He might want another play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. It's a draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The Beavers offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And the Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
The Beavers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He did not make it a stonewall on third down. On fourth down, going to the air. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football. This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Jones to throw. Fires to the right. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
Quickly out to the tight end. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Finds his man. It's pulled. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He'll toss it. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll give it to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the 1st down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! They can use this 1st score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that 1st score now.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the 1st half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It's a running room. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Reels it in down the left side. Oh, a lot of space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabs it in the middle. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Beavers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Right on the money. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll start this drive going to the air, trying to get rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding.
The decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quick strike complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. To the air on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting that, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Kick is short, and he's going to try to make something happen. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Jones to throw. Pocket breaking down. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The Beavers getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And they went right back to the well, and that is a big-time answer from the defense after giving up the explosive play.
Yeah, it's a great job in sudden change, right, Reese? You give up the big one, the play before, so you...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground with the back. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Wants to throw on first down. Complete. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Ducks in the hurry up. Snagged out of the air. On the move at the 30. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
It's complete to the left. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, he's got a chance. Quarterback got it himself. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Siegel. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back. a good drive together.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Beavers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking to throw, it's Perkins. Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And some room to work. Running free. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. power football with the run. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Perkins. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. A first down run in the red zone. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Hauls it in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He's at the 40. At the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And you really want your quarterback in the red zone to be efficient, to be smart, not to give up points. And, man, he makes a big mistake. They capitalize on defense, return the ball all the way down the field, and now their offense has an opportunity in the red zone.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Oregon. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? The defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And the Beavers headed quickly to the line.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. The Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes him grab over the middle. All down but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice jump.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Jones wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Gilliam. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackle.
Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Setting up the screen. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up.
And the The pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Jones to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. One more play to pad the stats. They'll go to work in the air on second down. To the end zone, and it's picked off. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.